Methods to overcome the habit. Of all the problems which undermine the person, alkalinity, bad or unwanted habits seem to be near the top of the list. Sometimes people have to get the answer of the problem from within itself. A psychologist says that something is done 45 times consecutive will become a habit. Before we start discussing the issue to stop the habit, let us take a positive proximity. Only a few are doing this in a matter of habit. Bad habits must also apply to good habits. Thus, 45 consecutive days also fulfill a commitment, as do the program, not smoke or drink or go jogging or working towards the desired goals, will ensure continuity of good practice as it applies to bad habits. The teachers from the East to explain habits this way: continuity in a thought or act in a certain period of time will cause the formation of a groove, or channel in the brain. People say that the brain is like clay, where a groove is easy to form. Once this happens, the thinking person will naturally continue to flow through in that direction, because it is lying with the smallest resistance. His actions do so at follow unconscious or automatic. In action with the willpower needed to stop doing what has become a habit. At first, the opposite is true. When people start smoking, he thought about what if he lit a cigarette. After some time passed, he lit a hook without thinking. Once you reach this stage in any action, you'll know that you already have a habit. At this point, the two actions needed if people want to stop the habit. The first is obvious, trying to stop or reduce what you want to stop. The second step, just as important if you want to achieve permanent recovery, often ignored. A vacuum tends to be formed, and this gap must be filled. Once you get out of the grooves, and channels and more shallow sends rarely in use, the new channel will be formed, the new attention that you choose. If this happens, will happen if you do not weaken the determination, willpower is not so needed again as before. Your thoughts will naturally flow through the new channel, while the old channel would slowly start to disappear. Only after a person loses the desire to does it really successfully alone can achieve. This happened after a new concern began to form. Attention is more fun than the old habits. Some of the new must decide, all the attention it should concentrate on these activities, and thoughts on the switch then it should be stopped. Think of to stop a habit alone was not unbearable taste. However, if one's thoughts are directed toward the benefits that can be obtained from abstinence, and then to a new concern that has been developed, ultimately success must be achieved. As with many facets of life, the mental attitude of a man who becomes the deciding factor between success and failure. We are first beginning to form habits, and then habits form us.